sparkling water here.
That was the perfect starting point I've ever seen on this podcast. Please tell me you got that.
It's there.
Noise.
Welcome back to With the Boys podcast. This is episode
9, baby.
Yes,
Somebody
episode 9.
For once, I always fucking forget.
Yeah. My name is Bedjam. This is
Fulvio. Sorry for the long pause.
and David.
I really thought you were going to do the El Patrol thing. That's what
I
was
thought about it.
expecting.
I was like, hold on, wait. Let's ease on into it first.
On today's episode, we got 3 topics. Topic number 1 is going to be PlayStation Portal, the Nintendo Switch, and the Backbone. For the second topic is going to be Resistance, Killzone, and
Socom. Yep.
And then the third, we're going to end this off with a little bit of Am I the Asshole?
Yeah. We're starting to do little segments, try to see how that works out. It sounds fun. Situations are pretty funny, so why not?
Yeah. We were reading a couple last week. That shit was hilarious.
Man. Hilarious.
All right. So let's start off with the first one. Now that both of you have played with the Portal.
I want it. Just saying.
Ditto. Fucking ditto.
Just saying, I want it. It runs nice and smooth. It feels natural. Feels very natural. I was at first kind of against the PlayStation Portal. I'm not gonna lie.
I was too.
Yeah, which is why again I went with the Backbone. I was like, okay, I can do everything with my phone on the Backbone. No need for a Portal. And then you got the Portal and changed my whole fucking concept of that shit. Perspective is just.
Are you regretting buying the Backbone now?
Absolutely not.
Alright, just make sure.
Because I do play mobile games.
And that is perfect.
Yes, it's perfect for mobile games. Or if you play like Xbox Game Pass, it's perfect for that too. It plays pretty smoothly.
So I have a dedicated controller, full-size controller for my phone. But unfortunately, Sony only allows PlayStation accessories to work with remote play. They do not let mobile controllers work unless they are certified Sony. Boo. So it has to be the Backbone, PlayStation 4, or PlayStation 5 controllers. They don't let anything else work.
They're trash. No, I'm just kidding, Sony. You're great.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, should I get the $100 Backbone or should I go for the $200 Portal? And I was like, man, I don't know if I'm willing to spend $200. I think that's a little over, a little too expensive. But then I just thought about it. I'm like, yo, the prices of a regular controller is $70. Just a standard controller.
How much is the Backbone?
$100.
100.
Yeah, 100. But then of course it comes with its own app. It's like almost like a web browser setup. But it's a quick and easy access to all of your games, all of like the App Store games as well. So it's pretty convenient. Like there's no dedicated app for the iPhone, like as far as Microsoft games goes. So you have like the easiest way to get through it is through the Backbone app.
I mean, I'm not much of a
mobile gamer,
so.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's a pretty big market, man. You should get into it. Yeah, I think it's one of the biggest. Obviously, everyone has a phone. It's easy to access.
I'd probably die.
Why?
Because I game enough.
Nah, dude.
Listen, the Portal has literally changed how much I game. I actually game more now that I have it than I did before.
That's crazy to me.
Well, did you grow up on like handheld gaming devices? Like, did you play a lot of it, or were you more on like consoles and stuff?
No, Game Boy, Switch.
See, so it's kind of hard to think. Like, the fact that you're not playing on your phone is crazy. Like, you don't play any games on your phone is crazy to me. Just because this is like again, everyone has it. It's easy to use. It's easy to play games on, depending on what games you play.
Man, like,
And plus, you have a PlayStation 5 controller. Hook it up through Bluetooth, and you're good to go. Not USB-C.
true. I don't know. It's just I just never got into it.
So yeah, I used to play games on my phone, and then I kind of stopped. I just continued playing on the PlayStation 5. Had a few games that I played on the phone, but then I'm like, you know what? After Stadia shut down, the Stadia controllers just became my mobile controller. It was wonderful. It still is. It's just mobile games just don't scratch that itch as much as they used to.
I feel you.
They haven't advanced like they once were, and that's entirely on the developers for not wanting to move forward at that. Because at this point, much more capable. I mean, they're stronger than this by far, but yet we're still
yes, yo, which is sad to see. Yo, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that some crazy shit?
They are stronger than the Switch by far, and yet we are still having games that are not even close to what the Switch is. The Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is probably one of the more advanced games on mobile, and even that is not crazy. Like that should have the graphics much better than.
Yeah, it's not pushing it too hard, but I'm guessing it's because it has to. You're facing other people on there. It just has. They're trying to optimize it to run as smooth as possible in order for no hiccups and shit like that. So it's understandable. But like the game that I'm playing, Hades.
Yeah.
That shit like butter, and it looks beautiful too.
Now here's one argument I'll have towards that. So if an iPhone from 2011 and Android phones from 2011 could run Resident Evil 4 and World at War Zombies way back in 2011 when phones, even the most high-end phones, were nowhere near today's budget options. Like $100 phone from today is more powerful than a
computer from back in the day, dude.
Exactly.
From like early 2000s.
The iPhone that was out in 2011 does not even compare to even the cheapest Androids from today. But yet those phones could run World at War Zombies and Resident Evil 4. And granted, a scaled back version of it, but it was still that.
Yeah.
And none of them, like, I think the highest phone back in the day only had like 1 gigabyte of RAM. And that was like at the top.
That's fucking nuts.
Very top end.
Right now, like, our phones are running minimum 8. Some running up to 16 gigabytes of RAM. There's no excuse for that bullshit anymore.
Yeah, dude. You remember when I got the Xperia Play?
Yeah.
The Sony Xperia Play? That's what really like...
That only had like 512 megabytes of RAM.
Yeah, yup.
It was very low. And that shit was running games like that.
I was playing Crash Bandicoot. Well, you were playing not too long ago on there. I was playing Crash Bandicoot on that.
Getting robbed. Uncharted 4.
So David just tried the Portal. He was playing Uncharted 4. He was getting robbed on Crash Bandicoot early in the game. That's really
robbed.
But yeah, so I've always been into mobile gaming. But lately, I haven't touched this Switch until this video, until this episode, until I made the suggestion for this episode. I hadn't touched this Switch in like 6 months.
The suggestion, which was made yesterday.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, that's perfect. Let's talk about this shit.
Yeah. It was yesterday or the day before, and I was it was like, damn, this Switch was dead for like 6 months because I hadn't touched this shit.
Right, dude.
Just getting you to contain yourself with not talking about it via text message was a little.
Yeah, because I wanted to go all out, literally. Just I'm like, hold on, we need to save the conversation for the podcast because this is definitely huge for me per se, because I wanted the backbone specifically for remote play. After playing remote play several times on my phone, I'm like, I just want that little bit extra.
He wasn't cutting it.
Yeah, it's slightly larger screen. Phone maxes out at 1080p, but most of the time you're playing at either 480 or 720 because it just doesn't.
The constant connection isn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Portal, it's like 95% 1080p.
That's
so
the
nice.
thought of that is just amazing.
I kind of want one now, like really badly.
It's like they really optimize the connection between the PlayStation there.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
So that connects to your PlayStation and all of your games, right?
Yes.
It's straight up remote. It's like
You have your PlayStation.
that's like your
5
TV
in
screen
front
right there. Yeah, it's like that's your TV screen and your controller split in half. Literally it. The only thing is that you need a Wi-Fi connection.
That's right.
So, yeah, and I'm pretty sure you have hotspot on your
I was
phone.
about to say I
so-
could hotspot off my phone.
Yeah.
But
To piggyback back off of that, the other day I was actually sitting at a Dollar Tree parking lot with my hotspot off my Pixel 8 Pro playing what is it? Predecessor?
Yeah.
Competitively online.
actually,
fucking hotspot.
technically, I can play that in my car because my car has Wi-Fi.
The fuck?
Yeah.
How fast is your car's Wi-Fi?
This motherfucker
That's-
lives in the future, bro. He lives in the future.
My car has Wi-Fi. I have to pay for that once the trial runs out.
So it's like a Sirius XM bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like $30 or something for the Wi-Fi.
How fast is it?
I do
don't know, I've never-
I do it. 30 bucks a month.
I never tested it out.
What? So you're just letting it sit?
Yeah. No,
Oh
just
my
never used
god,
it.
dude.
I'd be
Well, my
testing the hell out of
phone
that shit.
connects to it automatically to the Wi-Fi. I just never like.
Hey, check the speeds on that shit. Shit, I would.
Man, oh man, I definitely do.
I wonder if the app tells me.
Maybe if it gives a reading like some kind of
Yeah, like a modem or something.
So, after using all three, taking out the phone out of the equation, just using just the backbone, the bare Nintendo Switch, and the Portal. What are your thoughts on all three?
I'll kick us off. So, I've been mainly playing on the backbone, and again, it feels nice, feels familiar. I'm already. I know you're gonna touch on this. I'm already used to the size. It's smaller than the Nintendo. The controls are smaller than the Nintendo Switch, but it's comfortable for me. The Switch, I'm just used to that. But I've replaced the Joy-Cons with, the Hori split controls and what's that called? The Nitro deck. So that experience is just amplified. Now the PlayStation Portal, that's a completely different playing field. It's literally a PlayStation 5 controller, which we're all used to it. We all love it. It's literally split in half, and you slap a big screen in the middle of it. It does not play any different. The analog sticks are a bit smaller, but easy to adjust to. It's really nice.
What about you, David?
Jeez. So I don't really have a lot of experience in the backbone. That's just because I don't own one, but I played it a few times here. For what it is, it's not bad. The Switch, I always loved the Switch, just like I loved all my DSs and things like that. So that was pretty natural and stuff to me. But that thing, the Portal is.
Said that thing.
It's way better than I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest.
You were glued to that shit, dude. First trial run.
Don't say these things.
He was glued to it.
Don't say these things. No, but honestly, I had low expectations for it. Just because I wasn't expecting a lot, and then it just blew me away.
So
My only gripe is it's a little big, but
there is a case on it, so that makes it
Slightly bulkier.
Yeah, slightly
yeah,
bulkier
it's
than
just
than normal.
it'll take a little bit it would take a little bit to get used to. I'm used to just But I also think PC gaming for me kind of open up my hands a little bit better, so it's not as bad. But if I was like laying back in my bed or something, or on the couch, or just chilling, it wouldn't be bad at all. But yeah, at this rate, I'd have to put this at the bottom of my list, the backbone, and then it'd probably be the Switch, and then after one trial run with the Portal, it's already better than anything I've ever used handheld.
What would you put yours?
For me, to be honest, I don't really have a rating only because it's like everything is specific to one thing.
Yeah.
You know? So like the switches that we have here, they're not the OLED models. So the screen doesn't look as crispy, right? For the backbone, I'm playing on an iPhone 15 Pro Max. So the screen is nice and clean. Then the Portal, you said it's a 1080p. Mm-hmm. Clean looking screen, nice little details. It's just the functionality of all of them. The Switch, it's its own console. You know, it has its exclusive games. Some games look great, other games look like shit. You have the Portal. The Portal is just a dedicated accessory to the PlayStation, which syncs up beautifully. It feels really native, like it's right. It's right. Now, if I had to compare the backbone and the remote play versus the Portal hands down 100%. That's the way to go. I prefer not to do remote play on my phone, just because it's not as satisfying. But we just finished playing Demon Slayer on it, and that shit was running really smooth.
It was running solid.
It was running really smooth, surprisingly. I think that looked like a 30 FPS going on the whole time. So.
Yeah, it looked like it was sitting at a solid 30 FPS the entire time. I didn't see any frame dips, and I actually didn't see any drop in
connection
in the quality of the screen. I think it stayed at 1080p pretty much the whole time we were playing.
Mm-hmm. Which again, is surprising. There's so much going on, so many textures, colors flying everywhere when you're playing that game, and it just kept up. It held up really well. So, yeah, that's what I think. And then the Switch is just the Switch is just a Switch.
Yeah,
give me the Switch too, man. Then we'll talk.
So, what order would you put them in?
Fuck, man. All right. So, if I had a Portal, I'd be playing the Portal first. I'd be like on that shit all the time, just because I prefer handheld devices. It's just what I grew up with. I always gravitate towards that. So the Portal, since it's a handheld device, / console, I don't know what the fuck to call it. It's great. Then the backbone, just because it's like taking up all my time, all my free time. On the weekends, I don't even play during the week, unfortunately. And then the Switch just for, it's games. I love Nintendo.
Okay, so you actually put them in the same order I did.
Portal, backbone, Switch?
Yeah. that is the same order I would put. So, the Switch, we already know I haven't played the damn thing in 6 months. Mm-hmm. I just there's been no games that have caught my attention since Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I played that.
Which is nuts, dude.
I kid you. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, but that was the last game that interested me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like the remakes of Diamond and Pearl, like I wanted them, but I was like, I not enough to actually buy them. I didn't want enough to buy them.
They were okay. I think you should. I think I bought. No, I got a digital version. It was pretty good. Complete upgrade for sure. So it'll be just like this is nostalgic, bro. Just playing that shit, and we played. What was it?
Platinum for the longest time. I maxed out the hours on I think all 3 games.
Oh, fuck! How do you do that? Just past 999?
Yeah, it was like 999 on all 3.
God damn.
Yeah,
it hasn't been like that for me since like the DS. Oh yeah.
That was on the DS.
That was a DS. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I think the last game I did that on was Platinum. I haven't put that many hours on Pokemon games since Platinum.
Oh man.
I really want them to fucking redo like Silver and Gold, like they did
for a third time.
Yeah, that would be a third time, dude.
I don't care. But they haven't done it in this new.
That's true. They haven't done it with all these new changes that they did with because the first ones they didn't have special attack split. The second one they did, and with all the new movesets that were added in 4th and 5th gen.
Yep.
And now they changed shit even more. Now they got fairy types in the damn thing.
Yep. Which, hold on, let's not. They're pretty good.
Listen.
I like my fairy types.
Same.
Fairies ruin dragons.
Yeah.
The one I was literally just having this conversation a couple of days ago. Pokemon and their damn constantly evolve. I get it. The game has to evolve at some point, but why ruin dragons?
They didn't ruin dragons.
They did.
They gave them a counter.
No,
they ruined it.
No, they ruined competitive play. The dragons have there's a total of maybe 20 dragons throughout the entire thing of Pokemon. It's like the least amount of.
Do you know some of the Pokemon from the new gens?
No. Not the newest generation now.
Yeah, you have to add those in there as well. And there's more than just your 20, 30, whatever it is. It's a good amount. They have variations.
It's like when they I think through the first 7 generations there was only a total of maybe 15 dragons.
They were the rare ones.
And 8th added another 3 or 4. 9th generation would it add another 3 or 4 dragons? They don't really add many dragons to the games. Dragons are still a rare occurrence in the game.
Let's look this shit up real quick. Go ahead, keep it going.
But then you had only 2 Pokemon that had absolutely no weaknesses. Fairies came along, they said screw that. It's not like those 2 Pokemon were even that useful to begin with. It was only just Sableye and Spiritomb. Mm-hmm. Those are the only 2 that had no weaknesses. Then you throw fairies into the mix. Now there's only one singular Pokemon that has no weaknesses now. And it's a new Pokemon that wasn't there before. So I'm like, okay, fuck this shit. They really screwed that one up. It's not like Sableye and Spiritomb were really that useful to begin with. So now they just made them completely useless.
Pretty much, yeah. That's true.
They made a lot of dragons harder to use. They made 2 Pokemon that were barely usable to begin with, useless entirely. Fairies should have never been thrown into the mix.
Nah, again, I like my fairy. Okay, there's only a handful of fairy Pokemon that I like. There isn't that it. Some of them aren't, I guess, attractive. And there's nothing that's calling my attention towards fairies, but I do not hate on fairies. And plus, because of fairies, they brought in steel and poison, steel poison type Pokemon, which I love. They're pretty OP. I like those.
It's like they got their. I just didn't like that they literally just threw dragons under the bus. They're like dragons don't have enough weaknesses. Okay, almost every single dragon, dude. Almost every single person's team on competitive play had dragon's weakness, which is ice. Mm-hmm. And almost every single dragon has a 4 times weakness to ice.
Yeah.
Because they were all dragon ground, dragon flying. It's like they all had 4 times weakness to ice. You already have a super lethal weakness that everyone uses anyways. Why did you add another one?
They act like sweepers, dude. They're fucking powerful. By the way, I think with evolutions, 73 dragon types. Evolutions and variations.
How many of those are the same dragon?
I think that would bring it down to 53. Counting those being dragon types in at least one form.
It's like, because if you actually just, if it's the same Pokemon and a different variation of the same Pokemon, it's one Pokemon. Fuck that. What the fuck? It's the same Pokemon. It's a different variation of it. That doesn't count. It's the same fucking Pokemon. Mm. And then the evolution line, we're counting that evolution line as one.
As one as well?
Yeah.
All right, so I would say 53. I would say 53 or 50.
There's not that many dragons compared to the amount of other creatures there are in the damn game.
They gotta make them rare, brother. They gotta make them rare.
Did you guys know that Scuff's coming out with their own handheld device?
Scuff? Like, no, not at all. I'm not into Scuff anyways.
Bro, what?
Wow. That's nice.
Speaking
Go
of...
ahead, look at your screen. Oh, that is nice. Shit. Why these?
It kind of looks like this, except swap these out and make it thicker.
Yeah, they look beefy.
It does look beefy.
All right, go ahead, continue.
All right. So, anyways, I got off topic.
Yeah,
I'm real bad with that Pokemon shit.
Yeah, we play Pokemon or played Pokemon.
We play a lot of Pokemon.
I'm waiting until next year for the new one.
So, like I was saying, the Switch is the least favorite of mine. I would say the Backbone would come in second, and the Portal would come in first.
The cream of the crop.
And I really think my rating is just skewed just solely because I don't play mobile games like that. I'll be honest.
So each has their place. The Switch, if you want a device that has its own dedicated games, get the Switch. You don't have to worry about having an internet connection. Get the Switch.
Big facts.
If you already have a pretty powerful phone and you play games on your phone already, get the Backbone. If your main device is your PlayStation 5, you already love the games you have on it, get the Portal.
Just get the Portal anyways.
Right. My biggest pet peeve with both the Switch and the Backbone is the feel in the hand, which is, I'm not gonna lie, the Switch feels very shitty. I said it from the beginning, and I still continue to say that shit now.
I mean, the accessories that all these other companies have brought out are a lot better than the Joy. Well, at least the feel of the controls are all better than the damn Joy-Cons.
Them Joy-Cons have sucked since day one. They still suck today.
Always popping off and crazy shit.
I don't know about popping. You must be fucking yanking them shits instead of pressing the button. They don't usually pop off.
No, mine pop
So
up.
I had this one pops off on its own. No,
Did you drop it?
That was because I did drop it.
Okay, so the rail is messed up.
Yeah, this one does not. This one's locked in.
Mine both pop off because somebody drops it all the time.
But
Not me.
I've just never liked these Joy-Cons. They're trash. They've always been trash, and they will always continue to be trash. They need to switch to with better Joy-Cons.
Please.
Hashtag trash.
Analog sticks, man. Give me some better analog sticks. This is one of the biggest reasons. For one, these things are tiny. The control itself is tiny. But the analog sticks, you can't aim worth a shit on any competitive online game on the Switch.
That's exactly why I moved on to like the pro controllers and shit like that.
Hori Split Pad Pro if you're gonna play mobile, or the actual pro controller if you're gonna play on the TV.
Fucking analog sticks, damn it.
The Backbone suffers from the same thing, unfortunately. The analog sticks, man. I can't. It's like if I want to play anything that on the remote play anything on my phone, and I'm having these tiny little analog sticks that have virtually no movement, I can't aim with the shit.
Said virtually no movement.
That just sounds like a you problem. It sounds like your aim's just trash.
Okay, you take the Backbone, I'll take the Portal. Let's play Call of Duty 1-on-1. I guarantee you'll probably only get like 2 or 3 kills on me, and I'll get all 30 on you. I guarantee you that you won't be able to aim with that shit. You'll have.
Let's just point out facts that you've always been better at Call of Duty than me. To be fair, so that's not a fair comparison here.
Okay, let's play another game that you have been better at me then, and that requires precision aiming. And I can guarantee you, I will beat you at that game. You using the Backbone, me using the Portal.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it, bro.
The analog sticks on the Portal, the face of the analog sticks are
Let's just
slightly
have an
smaller.
accuracy competition and just shoot at a wall and see whose thing is better.
You need actual gameplay. Shooting at a wall is not, that doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
You need to actually be moving around and
You need some
playing.
pressure, brother. You need some pressure.
I don't know. I'll play you at Helldivers. I'll spank your ass in that.
There's nothing competitive about
Yeah, we can kill each other in Helldivers. It's fine. I do it all the time.
We definitely do.
Yeah. David's that one teammate that you casually just.
Oh no, I don't casually kill you. I kill you.
I mean, I do it in Call of Duty and hardcore
I
all
give
the time.
I
I'm
give
not
no
gonna lie.
fucks.
I get frustrated with my own teammates when I'm on a kill streak and then some dumbass teammate gets the jitters as I come around the corner and they fucking shoot me. I'm like, dude, I am as petty as they come when it comes to that shit. I will fucking kill you, man. And if I have teammates, I will tell them to kill you too. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm in a party, I will tell my party to kill you at least once. So you will have 3 deaths at the minimum. If you shoot me again, you will have 3 more.
I will make your gaming experience very bad.
Yes. Very bad. I turn into Petty Eddie when it comes to that shit.
Petty Eddie.
I hate getting killed in hardcore.
I know, but I'm
by a teammate.
I'm pretty sure I could outshoot you in just about any game. To be honest.
You said you could outshoot me in any game?
Yeah. My accuracy's always been on point.
So is mine. I mean, I mostly play snipers.
God damn it. We're going to have to fucking figure this shit out. How are we going to figure this out? Nah. How are we going to figure this out?
What's on your mind?
How are we going to figure this out? I want to watch.
he's like, I'm referee, bro. I'm referee. I need to referee this match. Oh, man, that's...
Oh, you know what? I have an idea. We don't face each other technically, but we face like bots or something. What game had bots in it?
That can work.
That were like really hard.
If you max out the bots on Call of Duty lobby, they were pretty tough.
Okay, so you do that, and then you just knock it down to who has the better accuracy.
What Call of Duty game still has bots? Do they still?
They still have bots.
They still have bots in Call. All right.
Yeah, they still have bots in Call of Duty.
Well, guess I can't watch because I don't have Modern Warfare 3.
I have every Call of Duty from
we would do
here
it
to
right here.
Ghost. So.
Oh, true. Yeah. No, we can do that.
We would do it on the backbone and the portal.
I would have to download Cold War. That's all I have. That's the latest one that I have. Cold War.
Well, we could use his phone though, right?
Yeah, you could use my phone, connect, play one match on the portal, play one match on the backbone, play one match on the portal, and see which one you end up more accurate.
You just write out, yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me.
He's ready to go now.
Right.
He's ready to go right now.
If I didn't have somewhere to go today, I'd be down.
Yeah. And next time, we definitely got to try that. Bring my phone so we can play on the latest Call of Duty bot lobby and just both of us play a match on the portal on the backbone to see who's more accurate there. Then we can play a match on the portal and see who's more accurate there. I guarantee you, both of us are going to be more accurate on this thing than on that shit.
For sure.
Probably.
Even I'm calling it.
My watch is dead.
It's fucking my shit. My shit stopped charging last night.
Your watch?
Yeah.
Like it croaked, stopped charging?
Yeah.
Like that's it? It was on its final leg and it's done so?
It was charging perfectly fine. Next thing you know, it just stopped. I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't charge this because I didn't know it was low. That was my bad.
Yeah, it was this morning. I'm right before I came here. I'm like, I got 23%. I should put this on the charger. I put it on the charger, nothing.
Ooh.
I'm like,
so is it the charger or the watch?
Who knows? No one knows at this point. Because I swapped chargers and it didn't do anything.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I guess
Is your charger like on the bottom or is it plugged in?
It's on the bottom, just magnetizes to it. I'm like, all right. Yeah. Anyways, off topic.
Very, very off topic again.
That's what we do here. We just constantly go off topic.
Build quality.
Build quality?
Yeah.
Portal.
By far Portal.
So,
There's no even direct competition to that.
In build quality, that's my lineup right there.
Yeah.
Backbone is probably the least.
I
would probably say the backbone should probably be more along the line like $80 and not $100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're paying the extra for the browser type shit.
Yeah, it's like
you're probably paying for the app.
I mean, the app is subscription based too.
It's already
$35 a year. But then again, you won't have that easy fluid access that you would normally have. You know.
Okay, so yeah, definitely $70 to $80 then for the backbone, I would say.
Yeah, they should definitely drop the price on that shit because it's not worth $100, in my opinion. It feels if you don't have a phone in it and you just feel the backbone, it feels dirt cheap.
Yeah, I agree.
When the phone is on it and it's like locked in, it feels better.
Cause yeah, it has some weight to it and all that shit. So
the Switch just it always felt like shit, and it will continue to feel like shit.
We've already covered that.
Oh, I mean, we gotta, you know,
we gotta hammer it home, right? Yeah, we gotta hammer that shit home, man. And then the Portal, it dead ass just feels like a friggin' DualShock.
I agree.
It's the highest quality build. There's no creaking anywhere on this thing. The screen's actually pretty good, although I do wish it was OLED, but it is pretty good. I think if Sony really wanted to make another handheld with its own games, just follow this exact same formula, swap the screen to OLED, move this down all the way to the screen so they could fit the components they need, a GPU, CPU, memory.
I mean, he means expand like the back portion of like what's behind the screen.
Yeah.
Instead of making the controller look like it's stretched to shit.
Now, would you give the option to have game cartridges, or would you just go all digital?
I'd probably just go all digital.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, they're going towards that anyway. So
swap this, the back part of it, make that shit go all the way to the end of the screen. Add the components you need. Give it 500 gigs of memory, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and a decent CPU and GPU in there, and literally just make it all digital. I'd pay $300 for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sony, like a couple years down the line, bring out a second iteration of the Portal
Pro or something.
Exactly, which does all of that. I would not. I think this might be like a trial run of let's see who actually dives into this. Yeah. Because I mean, they tried. This doesn't compare. They tried the VR2, and they kind of just they put it out to the world and dropped it. Basically, no one's playing it. No one does anything with it. They're moving shit onto the PC, so that way you have access to that as well.
Plus,
the VR2 is actually really nice.
What about the Vita? Like, how was that perceived?
The Vita,
I never picked it up.
That shit died. That shit died quick. They didn't really do much to it. They had a great idea with the Vita. It just didn't really do anything with it. Yeah, it's just like the same thing with the VR2. They put it out there, not really doing anything with it.
It had a cult following, but it wasn't big enough for Sony. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the people that did buy it absolutely loved it. It's just there wasn't enough buyers. Now, I don't think they have that problem with the Portal because the Portal's sold out everywhere. Pretty much as soon as they come into stores, they're still being sold out.
Yup,
so I don't think they have that problem now. Now they just need to expand on it.
Who'd you kill to get yours?
Listen, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that one. But even with the backbone having a worse quality than the Switch, I would still pick that over the Switch any day. Yeah, the Switch is just boring to me nowadays.
I mean, it's at the end of its lifespan.
True.
Hopefully.
I would think
if Nintendo deems it, we all deem it to be at the end of its lifespan.
How long has it been out? Like what, 5-6 years?
7.
7? Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think that the Switch 2 would be coming out in a year or so. I would think.
I hope so. Because Summer Games Fest just finished up, and they still have games, brand new games that are going to come out, being presented like on the Switch and shit like that. So the Switch, it seems like it's still alive and kicking. Like they're gonna utilize that still, it sucks, but
to be fair,
it is what it is.
The reason games aren't fully 4K 60 FPS on current gen consoles is because last gen won't die.
Yeah, that's another thing. We're already 3 years into the 4 years.
4
Yeah,
and the
2020.
and the PS4 will not die. Sony continues to support every single new game.
Which is nuts.
Except,
dude.
well, there are a select few, but for the most part, 90% of games that are coming out today are still supported on last
Yo,
gen.
push
Is there
that shit
still
out.
still a supply issue for the 5?
No.
No,
'Cause
that's
I mean-
gone. Now they're available just about everywhere now.
Yep. You'll
Sony
see.
caught up.
Yep. You'll see a few in every store that any retail store you walk into. But I mean, it gives me the feeling that what Sony's trying to do, since they're still supporting the PS4, is like, you see how they do that mid console refresh type shit. I think that's gonna happen, and that's when they're gonna go ahead and push the PS4 out, because this new PS5 that might come out, it's gonna have some, I don't know,
All signs are pointing to this year.
of a new console.
PS5 Pro. All signs pointing to the holidays this year.
Well, random question: are you gonna get it?
No.
Are you gonna get it?
Probably not.
Cool, because I'm not getting it either. Fuck that shit.
I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten a Pro version of any console I owned.
I got
no,
the PS4.
not the PS4 Pro. You never got it.
No.
What? That was a good upgrade right there.
I had my original PS4 since launch.
So I had the original PS4. I swapped to the Pro, and I was immediately like, good upgrade.
Yes,
It was
absolutely,
worth
it was
it.
worth it. Yep. Especially after playing God of War. What?
Then when everyone else was playing on the PS5 and I'm still on the PS4 Pro, I'm like, I felt so far behind, because I'm not even kidding you. We'd be playing in a lobby of any game that we played. I took so long to get in the match. Everybody was literally playing
Flying
like
in
30
there already.
seconds before I got into a match.
Yep.
Like, I got into a Call of Duty match and I'm like,
Hey, I'm still loading, guys.
yeah, we're playing, man. We'll meet you when you get in here. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm literally waiting to load. By the time I load in, the game's like 30 to 45 seconds in. Someone's already got 4 kills, and I'm like, all right, now it's time to play catch up.
I think the only thing that, and I didn't even buy this, my parents did, was I got the PlayStation 2 Slim after the regular PlayStation 2. Mm-hmm. That was the only upgrade that I ever had.
That wasn't even an upgrade.
Yeah, so.
That was just a downsize.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
That was all.
Like, I had the original PlayStation 3, I never upgraded that. I had the original PlayStation 4, I never upgraded that.
I mean, I think people like me are kind of the problem, because I had the PS2, I had the PS1, PS1 Slim, PS2, PS2 Slim, PS3, PS3 Slim. I think people like me are the problem.
Jesus.
Probably. You've always been a problem.
It's like I really wish I would have kept the original PS3 though. The
There's some
ability,
gems on that shit, bro.
the original 60 gigabyte, being able to
Backwards compatibility.
yeah, with the PS2 games.
That was a gem.
Honestly, I don't even know where my PS3 is. I couldn't tell you.
I sold mine.
My PS4 is at my parents' house. I'm pretty sure my 3's somewhere there, or in storage or something, or it was destroyed. I don't really know.
I mean, you're talking about your parents' storage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember touching. I mean, there were some things already in there, so I can't really say. But when we helped your parents move a little while ago, I don't remember
I feel
touching anything close to a PS3.
I feel like it probably died, and then my parents got rid of it. That'd be my guess, because up until I gave my dad the PS4, he still had the PS3. So
He's like, toss this shit out.
not that he plays it or anything.
Right now, I got my PS4 Pro sitting in the closet.
I had my PS2 Slim until I gave it away to a friend of mine.
And I'm done selling my old consoles. That's just gonna sit there.
The only old consoles that I have are the Wii and the Wii U. That's it. Which I would love to hook up the Wii, play some Wii Sports if I got that.
Yo,
Let's
old
go.
school Wii
Let's
Sports.
go.
The old school little bowling game, or the freaking
Boxing is
one.
this shit, dude. Boxing and baseball. That's all we need.
Right.
All we need.
I love the bowling one too. That shit was fun. Always trying to get that ball to curve just right to get a strike.
I have the Wii. Oh my gosh. The Sports Resort, whatever that shit.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about the Wii. The one that came out for the Switch.
Yeah.
They have bowling in there.
Oh,
And it's pretty good. I'll bring it out next week. I'll hook it up to the TV.
Let's go.
We'll go a couple rounds.
boxing all day.
No, there's no boxing. There's like sword fighting. There's tennis. There's badminton. I can't say it. Badminton. That's like badminton. Badminton. Okay. There's
That's how I say
soccer.
it. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
But I wouldn't really play soccer.
How the fuck do you play soccer?
You put there. It comes with like a custom strap that hooks up to your leg, and you put a Joy-Con in there, and then you have the other one in your hand. So you imitate running with your hands, and then when you're gonna kick the ball, you actually swing your foot.
That would end badly for me.
It didn't call my attention. That strap went into
Storage never
right
came
away.
out.
Like fuck that shit. Don't need that. So
Sorry,
We gotta go.
Yeah,
We
we
gotta
got
switch topics.
switch topics. This one's gonna go by a little faster because it's just one singular topic. Let's see, Socom, Resistance, or Killzone. Which one of those franchises would y'all like Sony to revive?
SOCOM. All day long. Bring back SOCOM.
So I don't know how
wait. I'm sorry. Where was Medal of Honor? Was that Medal of Honor was a PlayStation exclusive?
was it? Look it up.
Okay.
Was it?
I played Medal of Honor a lot. That was a FPS.
I don't think it was a PlayStation exclusive, was it?
We got to find that out because I can't remember where the shit if that was or not.
But yeah, go ahead. I'll let you know when.
All right, so yeah, you know, last we heard, Sony was given 10 years to make its competitors Call of Duty.
It was published by Electronic Arts for PlayStation in 1999.
Platforms, Game Boy Advance, all platforms.
Okay, so that one
It's
doesn't
not
count.
Nah, it doesn't count.
All right, so yeah, those three, Resistance,
Killzone, and SOCOM.
Which one would Sony make a multiplayer Call of Duty-esque style multiplayer to compete with Call of Duty? Which
okay.
one would you like?
I would.
SOCOM. I'm sorry, David. SOCOM sounds like a good one, but it's more like strategy based. It's not fast paced.
Well, they could change that up though. They don't.
But then it wouldn't be, you know.
But they could put those elements in there because I don't think SOCOM was ever multiplayer, was it?
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
I remember playing that shit as a kid, boy.
I did not remember multiplayer, but
The big one side, hey yo! One side mics. But yeah, I think they can do that with Resistance for sure. Killzone, I don't see why not.
I think they should throw out all three and see which one.
Why not, right?
Yeah, because we know dethroning Call of Duty is gonna be hard as shit.
This shit's been around for
Forever.
decades.
Yeah.
Decade?
No,
Decades.
decades. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been out since like 2001.
Yeah, they have their formula. They have their following. Like they barely need any kind of marketing. I guarantee. Like they'll release a game. If they were to release a game right now with no marketing,
it would
they'd
sell.
have millions of downloads on that shit. Guaranteed.
apparently there was a Medal of Honor game released in 2020. I did not know that.
That's a lie. Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond. First person shooter virtual reality game. Virtual reality game.
That's why I didn't know about that.
But yeah, I think they should just revive all three of them,
Let's
make
see
a
which one.
multiplayer, and see which one sticks.
Which one do you think you would enjoy more? I played a lot of Killzone. What was it? PS3? When the PS3 first came out?
I did play a lot.
See, you've got three completely different kinds of
Yes.
game styles. You got Resistance, which is more like a freedom fighters kind of style. I love that, and it was a fun game. SOCOM, which is a full-on strategic.
That's my type of
like
game, though. I love that
it's
type of
military, warfare. And then you've got Killzone, which is a little complete completely different styles.
Listen, if they were to release a Socom, I wouldn't be surprised if they like ported it to PC like instantly. Just because I feel like that would do very well on PC.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Very, very well. Just because they already have a lot of games that kind of, they're kind of similar to
Rainbow Six Siege.
There you go.
They have like a realistic, I forget what the game's called, like strategic, not like war. It's like a SWAT game, super realism. Like I want to buy it and play it. Like you can do it kind of like you clear a building like tactically and shit. It's fucking awesome.
What game was we had? There was a game for like I think PS1 that was like that. Was it a Rainbow Six game? It might have been a Rainbow Six game.
Could have been.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the Tom Clancy's games were pretty strategic back in the day.
Yeah.
I do miss the old style Tom Clancy games.
Bring back Splinter Cell.
Yes,
Just
please.
saying.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right. Last topic.
The last topic is "Am I the Asshole?" from Reddit. So we're gonna pull up the subreddit for "Am I the Asshole?"
What's the
AITA.
AITAH?
Yeah.
Okay. Hands are a little sweaty.
All good. All right. So title first, and then we'll see if we need context.
All right.
Now I have a few saved on my phone, but my phone's the one recording, so we're
I'm trying to find a good funny
title.
one. Yeah.
There's been a couple of good ones over the last week that have came up.
There's a lot of serious ones here right now. Shit.
Read one out loud. Any random one.
Am I the asshole for telling my partner he couldn't be in a wedding that falls the day before my due date?
No.
I need context for that one.
What? Okay, all right. Here we go. Me and my partner are expecting our first child later this year. He had been asked to be a groomsman in this wedding prior to us finding out we were expecting. I had asked him for the first few months to find out the date of the wedding, and when he finally did, of course, we found out it was a date before my due date. I told him how I didn't think it was a good idea that he be a part of the wedding party, as he would have to be traveling for bachelor party, gone for the weekend of the wedding, etc. He got upset and said that this was one of his closest friends. This friend I had never even heard of before. He was asked to be in the wedding, and mind you, we have been together for almost 4 years already at this point. I'm my partner's culture, the wedding... Yeah, that's what it says. On my partner's culture, the wedding is a big commitment of your time, and I think it would be unwise to be in it. He told me I might not even have the baby on the date, and I said, exactly. I could have it before, and then I'm to be left alone with a newborn for 2 days? I don't know. Am I the asshole?
That's tricky.
That's tough because he accepted before they found out she was pregnant. But also he did not wait, or he waited to find out when the date of the wedding was.
Sometimes the weddings they don't have a date for it.
True.
Very true.
So I know plenty of people who are engaged and don't have a set date. One literally sitting across the table from me, and Carlos as well. He literally just told me,
I wish we would have been on camera for that one.
Exactly, that would have been hilarious. But yeah, it's like he just told me, hey, sometime next year, I'm gonna need you to set some time to go to Puerto Rico. I'm like, okay.
I won't make you go to Puerto Rico.
But then again, I mean, you have to be ready and available for when, let's say this is their first child,
yes.
Yeah, you got to be there.
You
got to be there. You have to be available. I don't care what it is. For me,
I'd be there.
The female's not the asshole. The female's not the asshole.
It's tough, but I honestly think that she's correct in this situation.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're starting a family.
Like
That's big.
Like, what if she goes into labor while you're in the wedding?
How are you gonna get there on time to see your baby? You know.
Like, I'm saying, sorry, bros.
And I understand that you have people that miss the birth of their child all the time.
How?
All the time. But it's just one of those things that you have to be there for. Have to be there for, especially if it's your first.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, for all of them, honestly.
I would say all of them. But... Oh God.
I don't know if there's an asshole in this story per se. I can't really blame him, but I can't really blame her either. I'm gonna sit neutral on this one. I don't really think she's an asshole, but I don't think he is either.
So you see the reasons.
Yes,
I definitely see.
I see both sides.
That's fair.
I can't blame either one of them for that.
Okay, that's all right. Look for another situation here.
Situation.
All right, am I the asshole, the hasshole, for not wanting to date a police officer?
I'll need context there.
God damn, it's a lengthy one. All right.
I'm glad he's reading this shit.
Strap in, folks. I don't know whether to post this on legal advice because I'm not sure it's gotten to that level yet. 2 months ago, there was a domestic dispute in my building. I, 25 female, was coming home when I noticed 2 police officers waiting for the elevator. I would have waited for the next one, but we only have 2 elevators, and the one was broken. I rode up with the officer, and I was surprised to see that we all got off on the same floor, mine. Apparently, the disturbance was the unit next to mine. I've only lived there for 3 months, so I don't know any of my neighbors. I didn't think too much of it at the time, and I went into my unit and closed the door.
I got a theory. I'm going to hold off on it.
Okay.
I'm going to say she's not the asshole for now. Keep going.
We got nowhere, dude.
No. I have.
Okay, no, you say I got it.
I see the smoke coming.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes later, I hear a knock at my door. It was one of the police officers that I had ridden up with on the elevator. He asked me to open the door, but I was hesitant. So I asked if we could talk through the closed door. Sorry. He showed me his badge through the peephole to I guess make me feel safer, but that didn't help. He told me that he needed to see my identification because I might be a witness to what occurred in the next unit, to the unit next to mine.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I told him that I saw nothing, obviously, because she was fucking riding the elevator with them. So I wouldn't be a big help. He just needed something to break the ice. That's what
exactly.
It was. He's like, let me use my job and my badge. Fucking dumbass.
This is my theory.
I told him that I saw nothing and it wouldn't be a big help. I wouldn't be a big help. He told me that either I talk to him now, I have to go to the police station in the morning, which could take all day. I'm a student. I couldn't take off a whole day to talk about an incident, so I agreed. He didn't come inside my place. We chatted at my door. He asked me for my ID, so I gave him my driver's license. He wrote down my information, my number as well, and told me that he would be in contact. 2 days later, I spotted him at my building after coming home from class. He asked me how my neighbors were doing, and I said fine, and tried to get into my building. He stopped me and said that he thought he and I had chemistry that night we met. Yeah, and he asked me out. This is so sus, dude. I do not like it.
This is why I said I had a theory, because I knew he was going to use his power to try to get somewhere.
Oh my gosh. I told him that I had a boyfriend. Lie. And I sidestepped him into my building. The next day, I get a call from my grandmother. She tells me that a nice police officer came by and was asking very personal questions about me.
Bro, what the fuck?
The person she described sounds exactly like the police officer who asked me out. My license has my grandmother's address. I was living with her before, and I haven't had the time to go to change it. Oh shit, I just changed it. Sorry. I held something living there before, but I haven't had the time to go change it. At this point, I was freaking out. I told her not to talk to him and not to answer the door if he comes back. 2 weeks ago, I'm walking home from class, and I jaywalked to get to my building. I hear someone calling my name, so I turned around, and it's the police officer again. He tells me that he could find me for jaywalking because it's illegal. but he won't if I go out with him. So now it's a threat. Okay. I told him again that I'm seeing someone, but he tells me that my grandmother told him that I was single. I told him that it's a new relationship, so she wouldn't know. He said that he would hold off on the jaywalking ticket, but not for long. It's been a few weeks since the confrontation, but I see him pretty often. I live in a safe neighborhood, but he seems to always be parked somewhere near my school or apartment building. I'm on a student visa. I'm Canadian. I can't afford to have a ticket on my record, but I'm also very worried that this police officer will escalate the situation if I don't go out with him. I told one of my closest friends about this, and she told me that the police officer was doing something romantic. And am I an asshole for not going out with him?
Fuck no.
Definitely not.
Like,
romantic.
listen, you need to get a restraining order ASAP, bro. It's not like. As soon as I heard the beginning of that story,
you had a feeling that this is where it was going.
I knew exactly where it was going. That's why I said I had a theory.
That's scary, man.
That is fucking scary. It's wild that police officers do bullshit like that. I think he should be fired immediately.
He needs to go.
He needs to be fired immediately. That is harassment right there. Get a restraining order. Get that man fired. Sue him if you have to. Sue the department.
She'll win because, for one, again, this police officer rode up the elevator with her. So obviously she was not there for the confrontation of what was happening next door. So there's no reason why he should have been knocking on her door after she just walked. They all got off on the same floor. Had no reason to knock on her door and be like, hey, we need some information from you. My guy.
You walked in with me.
She walked in with you. Exactly. Why the fuck are you doing that? And then you go ahead and basically threaten her.
Yeah.
You stalk her and threaten her. Nah, dude. That's not
restraining order, sue him, sue the department, get that man fired.
That's crazy.
That's the first thing. I immediately go and put a report to the police station. If they do nothing about it, sue him and the police station.
Absolutely. This was posted 21 hours ago, by the way. So,
wow, very recent.
Very recent. Yeah, I would actually comment on that and say get a restraining order.
Let's see. I'm
pretty sure someone else has put that.
Okay, this is one of the comments right here. You should report him for blackmailing and harassment, since he is using his position to coerce you. Otherwise, this would not involve his employer. You do have your grandma as witness, and they can pull up his vehicle and cell phone data to corroborate your story. Sorry. Yeah, they can't, and basically he said they can't deport her for jaywalking. So
true.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. It's nuts. Everyone's on the same page. Nah, it's an abuse of power. It's an abuse of power. Yes, and this is a high rate of domestic violence, abuse towards spouse, children, and police officers. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts.
That's crazy.
All right, let's see if we can find another.
I want to find one where somebody's the asshole. Both of them have not been assholes.
Right, yeah.
All right, I want to find a funny one.
I heard one this morning from a TikTok channel I follow. It was very long, very elaborate, and I'm like, dude, you were a fucking asshole the entire time I was listening to that one. I'm like, damn, they are definitely the asshole. The entire time. It was like, I kid you not, that they were reading that shit for like 5 minutes. It was a whole essay.
It's at those points where let me just stop you right here. You're an asshole.
But I wanted to read I wanted the whole story. I'm like, damn.
Coming from an asshole myself, you sir, an asshole.
Oh, this one says not safe for work.
Oh God.
What's WIBTA?
No idea. Listen, we're not
boys. WIT.
All right, we won't go there. There was something about a flirt here. That sounded pretty funny. Get in there. Okay. Am I the asshole for not helping my mother getting beaten up for flirting with a married man? Should I read that one?
Read. I need it. I need to hear
All right,
this.
strap in, boys. I am 19, female. My mother, 52, is a flirt. She flirts with anyone. It's very embarrassing. She's the reason I never brung guys home to meet her. Oh my god.
Loving it so far.
Yeah.
We should critique the writing here.
She's the reason I never brung home guys to meet her. It's also the reason why she is not liked in my family. I've asked her to stop, but she said she's a grown woman. She can do whatever she likes. That's true. I can't force her to stop. However, we are invited to my cousin's wedding. My mother started flirting, oh my God, with the groom's dad. He was very uncomfortable and actually told her to stop. Every time someone told her to stop, it makes her more determined. I was asked to control my mother. I did try. She brushed me off. Okay, well, as you can guess, the groom's mother eventually stepped in, and there was a fist fight, and my mother did not come out as the victor. When they were separated, my mother asked me to ring the police. They must be from, like, England or some shit. Who the fuck says ring?
It's
All right, let's continue. I refused, and she got mad and said we were leaving. I told her she can find her own way home. I was so embarrassed by her. She did call cops.
She did call cops.
She did call cops. But everyone, including myself, lied and said my mother was the first to hit the groom's mother. And groom mother was defending herself. Long story short, my mother got arrested. When she eventually got out and came home, we had a big argument. She said I should have stood up for her and that she was my mother and she raised me as a single parent. A lot of nasty words were said and I told her she was an embarrassment and she deserved to be beaten. I had to eventually kick her out because she started breaking my stuff. It's been 3 weeks and nobody has seen or heard from her since. I have tried to contact her, but she's not answering and I'm starting to feel really bad and guilty now that I have calmed down and feel like I should have stuck up for her. Am I the asshole? This is a good one. I like this one.
It's like I see both sides of the argument because it's annoying having someone like that.
Listen,
but at the same time,
Mom
only I
Dukes
can,
had her coochie, a little itchy, so she trying to, tip in anything. All right, let me be serious. All right.
Maturity warning.
Hey, no, that was another one. That's whatever. I do see both sides because, in a way, she's just having fun. She's fishing basically. She's fishing the whole time. But if she's told to stop, she has to stop.
Yeah.
If she's making people feel uncomfortable, like what else do you need to hear?
I don't know if I lie and tell them that.
That's the part that
that's
gets
a
me.
huge asshole move right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in one part, yeah, letting your mom get her ass beat for being that way.
That's
Fine.
it. That's done right there.
But
She
it
got her
ends
ass
there.
beat. Yeah, let it end there. From there on out, yeah, you're embarrassed, whatever. I understand that, but defend her. Don't let her get arrested. Like it wasn't.
Especially
not
when
like
you
she's
were part of the
assaulting
lie
anybody
that
like
got her arrested to begin
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. I also don't know if I can stand there and watch my mom get beat. Like somebody's probably gonna die.
Well, it depends on your relationship with your mother. Obviously,
they don't have a very good
They don't have a good
They
relationship.
don't have a good relationship.
But still,
Us
in a
three
way,
right here, we love our mothers.
Absolutely.
we would defend our mothers to the end of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
But they obviously don't have that kind of relationship with their mom.
yeah.
So
And again, it seems like it's been a long time since she got in a little action. She's just trying to get in. You know what I mean?
one more.
So she's the asshole. Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the asshole.
She's
Just for the lying of instead for getting her mother arrested type shit. That's a dick move.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to drive 3 intoxicated girls in my car?
He's probably an Uber driver, in
Yeah.
which case I say no. But I would love to hear the story.
All right. Here we go. This is a not safe for work one, apparently. I was told to post this here. It was removed from AITA, plus I added some details. Short and sweet. Last week, my cousin, 20, male, went out drinking and taking substances with his friends. Ooh. He called me at 1 a.m. and is telling me to come get him because he's not well. I knew something wasn't right. I dropped everything, put on my shoes, and I drive out to get him, and he is with other shady looking people. Sorry, apparently he's like in the 4th grade. Looking people. Among them were 3 girls. One of them looked soberish, and the other 2 looked like they were on both drugs, ecstasy and alcohol. One of them had taken off her jeans, underwear, her bra, and had unbuttoned her shirt. I got my cousin in the car, and the sober-looking one begged me to take her and her friends to a house near where my cousin lived. They did not feel comfortable with the other people, especially some of the other guys there. I said no. I just drove off with my cousin because I do not want to risk sexual assault, rape accusations by those girls, or get in trouble by the cops. My cousin has been getting shit from others about it, and I told my partner. She said I should have done something for the girls. Am I the asshole? No.
Okay. That's a shitty topic.
That is a shitty topic.
100% agree with what he did, but also I would have done a little different.
I would have called an Uber or something.
Exactly.
For them. I would have stayed there until the Uber got there.
Gotten them some supervision before I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, but overall,
I would say he's not that asshole.
No,
he's not the asshole at all.
But I definitely would have called an Uber. Because I couldn't have logically left knowing that they were...
One of them's half naked. The other 2 are... One of them's completely...
Half naked? It sounded like she was completely naked.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Like she was butt-ass naked.
But he did say the shirt was unbuttoned. She didn't have any bra or underwear or
jeans,
anything.
like that shit was off.
But like she still had the shirt on.
Yeah.
So I'm basically naked, but I would have called the cops or something. Be like, listen, y'all, someone needs to get down here because once y'all get down here, I can get the fuck out. But someone needs to get down here for some supervision because these girls are about to get raped. And I'm not about to be a part of that bullshit. Nah, fuck that.
You get sucked into that real quick.
Yeah, I think I call the authorities there at least.
It's like if
they get hit with all their own bullshit, that's on them. At least I know
that's a plot to a fucking movie right there, where a girl gets kidnapped. They end up finding her 3 months later in a ditch.
Yep.
They know call the authorities.
Yep.
But outside of that, he's not the asshole.
I agree.
So what? Are we have time for one more?
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Fuck it. One more. Make it 5.
Here, I'll keep looking.
What are you on, Reddit?
Yeah.
Let me just type in... It says filtered sims relationships. Let's do relationships. Am I the asshole before relationship posts?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Am I the asshole because I'm pissed that my ex ate my food? I'm reading. Strap in, boys. All right. Okay, so here's the deal. I, female, recently broke up with my boyfriend for 9 years. Or more accurately, he broke up. He broke up? That's what it says. But it was mutual and more or less just a matter of time who will end it first. There was a bunch of things on both sides not working, so we kind of both are responsible. We didn't end it in a fight. He said he was going to move out. I agreed and put a plan in place for what I'm going to do next. After a week or so, he came back and told me that he's going to stay here, so I'm looking to move out. Yo, I need to give some writing lessons to these people. It's like comma, period. comma. Okay, let me continue. Anyway, since he told me he's not moving out, he kind of kept using the perks of being in a relationship, like sneaking in his laundry, which they spelled with an O, asking me to bring stuff from shopping, or asking if he could eat something I cook. To be fair, he also offers to bring or do things, so I was cool with it, even though I prefer not to. So you weren't. Anyway, recently there were floods in my area, and I'm on a volunteering crew for such situations, trained to help building protective constructions, helping with evacuations, etc. So we got alarmed to help. I got permission to stay out of work and went volunteering. On Sunday, I cooked a big pot of nasi goreng.
The fuck
Don't know
is
what that is. Sounds interesting though. Which is my favorite dish, and I added some extra meat because I knew I wasn't going to be home a lot, and the food we get while volunteering tends to not be very nutritious, but we do hard physical labor. So I thought to have something at home to look forward to. I was out of home for about 15 hours on Monday, 9 hours on Tuesday, and I came home on Tuesday and found out that there was nothing left of my meal. So he ate 4 of the 5 portions I cooked for myself and didn't replace it with any nutritions. Anything nutritious, sorry. Like there was some food, but not really a full warm meal. I told him on Monday he could try it out if he wants. Anyway, I was really pissed and cried while eating a bowl of beans and rice because before I had to get few hours of sleep and head out for another night shift of volunteering, to then go to the office for a few hours to catch up. I snapped at him for eating everything, and he was like, yeah, I didn't want it to go bad. Why is it a big deal? There is food. I was tired and quite emotional from seeing the dramatic events outside. So I just let it be, because I thought I'm really overreacting and being an asshole. But next day at work, I jokingly told my colleagues what happened, more like an anecdote, and how it pissed me off, even though it was just a bit of food. But they were all really furious on my behalf. Since then, I kind of don't know how to feel about it. Am I the asshole for being pissed at him and not doing any more cooking?
No.
Negative.
No.
You are not an asshole there.
These are hard to read, dude. Just because it's just punctual is bad. Like they're not completing sentences. Like,
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
whatever.
Nah, but you
It's a
ain't
fun
the
read,
asshole.
though. It's a fun read. No, you're not the asshole. She's not the asshole.
They're
Not even close.
That's just completely disrespectful.
Absolutely.
If I go and I make and I make a pot of my ribs, I expect to have some when I get home.
At least
Absolutely,
half.
because you made it.
Exactly.
You made
At
it,
least
so you
half.
deserve to eat it.
Like there's no fucking reason I should come home to nothing.
Exactly. Yup. And then the fact that she told him that he can try it out,
And he
that
just
means
goes and eats the whole thing.
eat the whole. Nah, dude. Nah, you fucked up there. That's just being selfish.
Nah, I see why you becoming single.
Yeah, man.
And for you not to cook anything else is an even bigger asshole move.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're gonna go ahead and eat the whole thing, at least fucking make something to
Yeah.
replace it. Even if it isn't the same thing, make something to replace
Something
it.
to replace it, exactly. I can read a comment here. Not the asshole. I can see why he is an ex. The general inconsiderate behavior he has towards you is infuriating. Stop doing any relationship stuff. If he puts his laundry with yours, take it out. Don't share anymore. If you cook again, immediately put any leftovers in the freezer and mark it as something gross you know he won't eat. Beef, liver, etc. Treat him 100% as a roommate.
Be petty.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to.
Petty as fuck, yeah. Y'all sharing a place? Oh,
You're
shit.
you're a roommate. We're not together anymore.
You good?
Charlie horse, dude.
Do you need me to punch it?
No, don't be stupid.
That works, man. No. It works.
Well, all right, guys. That is it for today's episode. This one was a little bit longer than normal because, we had a lot to say about the
And we
first
got
topic.
off topic.
And I called
Yeah,
a Charlie
we did.
horse.
I'll definitely punch it.
No, thank you.
We read a little, a couple extra ones for Am I the Asshole because they're just interesting. We're gonna do a few more of these. Pretty much every episode, we're gonna go over a couple of them.
Just do it at every episode.
Yeah, at the end of each episode, we're gonna do a couple of Am I the Assholes. At some point, we might switch to something else just to keep it interesting.
Yep,
But,
for sure. And we'll try to save them. We'll try to save some good ones so that way it might be out of date, but whatever. Situations are still funny, serious, whatever it is, as long as it's interesting.
Yeah, I have a couple of them saved. We'll probably do that when do a few of those next week.
Yes.
But yeah, we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Deuces.